Frank's DeGods has docked himself by showing his face and subsequently sent the floor price of his NFT projects to the moon. Undoxed NFT founders right now doing this. Good for the space? I think so. Put a little bit of accountability into everybody's NFT project. But let's dive into Solana's top NFT project and see what's up. This one has been considered a grail in the NFT space. I think it's the helmet attribute that does it. Ripping through some of these. These are the priced high to low on Magic Eden. These are some of the higher priced ones. You're looking at the 101s. I think they're 101s. I mean, they're pretty nice. They have that theme to them, right? They're a little bit more adulty, and I don't think it's meant just for anybody. You don't see. I mean, that one's sick as hell. So that's what we're looking at here. But like the big thing is like we're looking at Utes, DeGods, and Utes Mint Tubes. So these are the different projects that he has. These are all Magic Eden. This is the Solana volume total. He's done $64 million in volume for volume total. He's done a crazy amount of volume. It's been one of the biggest projects, and this doxing has been absolutely insane. Because they also have their own ERC20 coin, the doxing has led to some absurd volume for Dust, which is their project, Dust Labs. So this, the floor price has gone to 365 for Utes tubes. It's ridiculous. Like you can see here over the last 7 days, Dust has been a little volatile. Started off about 40 cents, and it's been tumbling a little bit, right? So he doxed himself, and man, it did some numbers. I mean, you look at it; it was at $6 once back in the day when it first popped. That was boom time, April 22. Well, that was right before the crash. So a little bit down right now, a little bit down. Good buying time if you're interested. Do your own research. It's not financial advice. Make sure you check it out. But it could be one of those ones that maybe start pumping. Starting to see some more tweets about it as well. New all-time high for Utes NFT. Congrats. There's a good thread here about from zero to success, the Frank DeGods story. Points of interest, his introduction, his humble beginnings, exponential growth, FUD. He's been through a lot of stuff out there, especially because he's one of the head projects on Solana. So he's not on Ethereum. You do need Sol coin to buy his NFTs. He's taken a lot of flack for that, especially after the FTX thing, which absolutely crushed the price of Solana. A lot of folks would have been just sitting there like this, booing Homer Simpson's trying to run away from this thing. But, Frank was not. Frank was just crushing it. Frank was kind of more like this, I think. He's just like, oh, wow, that's some shit. I need to work. So, like, if you go to his website, where do you see here? So, at the very bottom, you'll see his motto. We tried some shit. We learned some shit. Now we're trying some new shit. Let's get rid of that guy. You're seeing it right here. We tried some shit. We learned some shit. Now we're trying some new shit. That's where we're at. They have a little bit of a roadmap here. DeGods.com. Good to look at. So that's what we're looking at for Frank's DeGods. There's quite the ecosystem there. Can't cover that in only a quick 5 minutes, but if you want more, definitely do your own research. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. We'll appreciate it. And then we're going to get into a little bit of a macro stuff here before I get into the crypto market summary. There's a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of announcements, and Wiz is here. So Wiz kind of summarized it decently. Powell and the PCE, and then some big days on point here for Friday, which has 10 to 15% market moving power. So 10 to 15%, that's like S&P indices and stuff like that, where we see a lot more volatility within ETH. And if we start seeing some good stuff, we might start seeing some pumps. You never know. So if we start getting into a little bit more of this, like we did see, what was this today? The US Q3 GDP forecast was 2.7 and actual came in at 2.9. So we do have some FOMC stuff coming up. We'll see what they do. There's a couple little things here. This employment data, so the ADP is just a private company. They do some private payroll data things, but they released some stuff today, and this is what it was. So this is what we're looking at. Industry job jobs by industry. So you kind of see in leisure and hospitality, trade and education, those are all kind of up, but we're seeing some big. Numbers are up overall, but we're seeing some. If you dig a little deeper, as always, it gets a little bit more darker. You're seeing manufacturing down, professional and business services down, that are taking away a lot of that. So we're up, but I don't know. And then Wiz, this employment data is really, really bad. ADP payrolls. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. So we're jumping in crypto market summary. We're going to take a look at some coins. We're going to take a look at some macro stuff, shitcoin volumes, marketplace, oil prices, all that stuff. So what we're seeing here today on November 30th, last day of November. So we're up. Green mic is confirmed. But what we're seeing here is ETH is up. I mean, look at that pump. That's crazy. That's a pretty big green candle. The BNBs, everything's kind of a little bit up, but we're seeing up about $20 billion in total coin market cap. What are we looking at here for shit coins? So this is where we track. So new pairs, right? So when a new coin is made, this is the volume that that has been seen within the last 24 hours. So there's been the last couple of days. There's been some big transactions. So 0.3, 0.47 ETH per transaction. So lots of volumes, smaller amount of transactions. So we're seeing kind of back to what we were. It's a little lower today. You can see on the bottom left here. I'll have to update it, but it's this is the Ethereum shitcoin volume chart. So we're on the last day of November. That's going to have to get updated because we are in December. And what are we seeing here? So BNB chain, Binance Smart Chain, for them, they have a pretty big ecosystem for shitcoins. Not seeing a whole bunch of stuff here. Apache NFT sales room, OK King, usually always looking at the memes here. Moon Tools, Dragon's Feast, Tribute, QScan, Bionic. There's not a lot of good memes coming out, so that's what we're tracking there. So now we'll look at some of the marketplace, NFT marketplace volume. That's up to 23 million, which is 10 million over what we were about a week ago, over 10 days ago, being led by Magic Eden. You're seeing up here 767,000 Solana volume in 24 hours. It's equal to $10 million US. So they've taken over. I think it's a lot of all of these Utes, DeGods, and Utes. That's the Frank DeGod stuff that we were just talking about. Claynosaurus, those guys have done some numbers as well, so interesting to see that. So I want to see oil prices here. This kind of lets you know what we're looking at for price of goods. Price of oil's coming back up. There's a bunch of stuff coming on with the price of oil. The Special Petroleum Reserve for the United States is lowered. I think Biden was asking the rest of the world to release their supply. Prices are going up. OPEC, I saw on Twitter that they're going to start cutting their supply by 2 million barrels a day. If they do that, you're going to see the price of oil jump. Yeah, it's a battle of commodities. Goodness, it's a tough one out there. A lot of people speculate that the Russian war in Ukraine is funded by the price of oil. Russia wants that price up. What are we seeing here in bonds? So interest rates here. S&P's kind of been flat, just under 4,000. Dixie's is flat. We haven't seen too many moves here. We're still seeing a pretty big spread between the 10 and the 2-year. Still highly inverted, meaning that the market is anticipating a recession. We'll see how that's gonna develop. I guess if we start looking at this, you see a huge spike in the 2-year. What is that? That was over 1 day. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, interest rates are going up. I wonder if it's based off the news that we just seen. NFT prices coming up. Yeah, taking a look at some of this stuff. Bored Apes, they're sitting around the 70. CryptoPunks. What are we seeing here? Basic trend is that on the floor price is pretty even around. Cool Cat's right around. Cybercurrent Jenny's right around. Anonymous, Rug Radio. They got a big announcement today, so we'll see what happens there. They're at Art Basel. Ether Orcs 0.28, finding their floor there. Cyberpunk Babies, everything's down a little bit. Consortium Key down a little bit, and Sandbox. Anyways, that's what we're looking at. Hope you guys have a good day.